Put your drum.
What?
Okay. You remember how I told you when you hit?
Oh wait! I think we just heard. I heard her voice.
There we go. I just heard voices.
Okay, everyone.
I hate you.
Shut up! I never used this before.
I hate you.
Okay. Apparently, the matter beer human was dropped on the head way too many times as a
I fucking
child.
told you there was something off. It just hit me at the last second. I'm like, wait a minute. Did he rush through his broadcast app? And I was like, I bet he fucking did.
You mean to tell me we've been sitting here the whole time working through the manual settings when I was like, push the little red button?
When you needed to do the broadcast settings.
Okay, everyone. Okay. I don't know whether
He's
to
been
how.
dropped on his fucking head as a child.
I was dropped on too much as a child, I think. Metro, hold on a second. Let's go on the death battle spree first. Can I just ask you, was Obito this stupid in the manga, everyone? As me? Who's smarter, Obito or me at this point?
Obito. No hesitation.
Oh my
No fucking hesitate. No fucking hesitation at all. Obito is a god among men compared to you.
What?
I think that's sad because that's just funny. Because of the fact that Obito is smarter than me.
I
That's
wanted
funny.
to shoot myself just now.
What is hey? When did this little heart thing apply on my little icon on the broadcast stream? What's this? What is this stupid thing I'm seeing? What is this? Share the love?
I don't fucking know. I don't even know what the settings
fuck?
you're talking about.
When did this
You're
happen?
streaming. It doesn't pop up. It doesn't pop up on your fucking main thing right now. It doesn't pop up on the screen. So
It's in the chat box.
Figure it out.
I'm just like, what the hell is that doing in the chat box?
Oh, those are new YouTube type settings.
What? I got emojis?
You got emotes.
Why do I have emotes? This is not Fortnite. When did YouTube turn to Fortnite? You know what? And I like it.
Look, you got it to work. Just shut the fuck up.
All right. I'm gonna have to put a comment in here.
Jesus Christ! What is this world?
I don't know.
Fucking headache. I caught a massive fucking headache because Kyo is too stupid.
Oh my fucking god!
Well, you got off the cruise with smart Asians and you met a dumb Asian.
No, you've always been retarded. Today was just a special case.
Oh boy.
Oh. My fucking head.
Don't worry, John. Don't worry, John. Just think about good women. Think about Vader slashing Obito's head off.
Let me just. I gotta breathe for a second because I'm like, how did I figure it out? My first fucking day having the console, but we just had to go through basically the equivalent of a YouTube tutorial on repeat. Somebody explain this to me.
Look, I just in the description I put on the.
Can we get to the matter of hand now?
Okay, the voice of reason speaks, I guess.
Oh yeah, because trust me, there's a rapture. There will be a fucking rapture.
I got a question. How do you get the Naruto community to come together and agree on one thing? And everyone, I suffered emotion. By the way, I just realized something. I did this, everyone, to these two people. Emotional damage.
When Kage even says Narutards coming together
that is a
to
new
defend
one.
Star Wars. They won't come together to agree that Naruto can get one-shotted by Dragon Ball characters, but they'll give Vader his fucking due. You know what? Look, we will take what we can get on that front, even though I still hold to the fucking like Beerus could fucking annihilate all the fucking people in fucking Naruto, but that's besides the point.
Well, I guess here's a good question. What does that mean they make it biased? They like Obi-Wan and they don't like Vader?
That's probably what it is. Because
Oh.
Obi-Wan, theoretically, weaker. He is weaker.
Oh, okay. Was I the only? Okay, what offended you more, the battle or the commentators who made the battle that didn't get the information right?
Statistics. Because they depowered the ones.
Okay.
Can
go
Obito
ahead.
make basically Can Obito basically make those who create reality bend to their fucking knees?
No, and I just have to say this is Obito. Yeah.
And from from what information everyone needs to understand, we're talking about beings that are the equivalent, actually not the equivalent, greater than the Legends character Abeloth. We're talking beings of that power.
Wait, didn't Vader technically meet God and survive?
The ones, they are basically God.
But I'm just saying, didn't he technically meet God and last I checked, Obito didn't meet God. He was interested in, okay, I'm just gonna be a dark humor here, younger girls.
This is what I'm saying. Okay, what I'm saying is, God God in Star Wars, basically the father, told Anakin to bend his children to his will, which would basically prove that he's the chosen one. And Anakin did it with little struggle. I mean, the only thing that the son did was he showed Anakin his future.
But
so
he
Anakin
also didn't he also
knew
make a God bend to him?
both? That's what I'm saying. The son and the daughter. And when you make two beings that are basically one,
that's in the newer continuity, right? That's in the newer continuity.
No, even he's done it in the old continuity.
But in both continuities, he did the God trick. So
yes,
even if they can't argue that was in Legends, that's in the newer continuity as well.
What basically Anakin is, and the shit is, it's gonna have to get a little biblical. Anakin, by George Lucas's words, he's basically Star Wars Jesus, except Jesus had turned to the devil's side.
So he's the equivalent of the
him.
Christ and the Antichrist combined?
He's basically, that's what he is, yes.
Kind of like the winged angel of Sephiroth.
If he never fell, he would basically be Jesus Christ. But the fact that he fell, he became the Antichrist. That's why he got the that's why Revenge of the Sith. When you look at Revenge of the Sith movie is basically the story of Lucifer, the fallen angel. Because when Anakin falls, where does he fall? Mustafar. What is Mustafar basically the equivalent of? Hell.
Hell. Wait, wait, Kage, why are you doing this? Why don't you read some of the comments that are trying to agree with us on the death battle thing, so John doesn't get an aneurysm, because even they agree it was stupid. And one of them said...
Wait, hold on, I gotta answer this one question from Phantom. Anakin's beyond them. Let's just say, I'm gonna give you one example, and then I'll let you simmer on that while I'll let Kage explain these comments. If Anakin was trained in the Old Republic era, Nihilus would have something to worry about. Actually, no. Vishay would have to worry.
Thank you, Vishay. Become Anakin's bitch. I didn't say that aloud, did I?
He could possibly be like.
Did I say that aloud?
No. Yeah, you said it out loud, but I
Damn
gave
it.
you that because it's the fucking truth.
Everyone.
He will make him his bitch if he was fully trained, especially. If Anakin was trained by every power, let's just say before she turned to the dark side, if he was trained by Revan and Traya, Vishay would be sweating Even with essence transfer to go to a new body, he will be sweating. His sons would sweat. That's how you bad people underestimate quite literally Anakin's power.
Okay, so now since we understand Anakin's power, let's go to the Darth Vader's power while Kage's looking up them comments to read which one's the Star Wars fans.
Vader's power.
Oh wait, let's hear some of the commenters think, and then we can debug more Death Battle talk because Asians are stupid.
Here we go. All right, here we go.
I'm glad you got that right.
From Pancake Rage 91902. It's really funny to imagine Obito using the 10 tails, 6 pass, and infinite Tsukuyomi this for a seemingly random guy in a black suit. Okay, here's another one. From Stefan says, the strange thing about the Ten Tails that Obito can use it, people complain. When Madara uses it, no one bats an eye.
No, I'm talking about the ones where Naruto fans look for the ones where Naruto fans are even saying, okay, this is bullshit. Like what they did.
You got it.
I'll bring up the while you're looking for that.
The comments and they said that that's bullshit.
Okay, here's one.
See, what's funny is I want to replay that game that Kyo's playing, but just because of what happened, I don't want to fucking install it on my hard drive.
What?
I got it. I got one.
Shinobi Strikers, because out of me and Kage, I'm like the only one that actually somewhat enjoys it.
I enjoy it.
Anyway, let me read this comment. How is Obito able to summon the Ten Tails by himself when he needed help from Madara and Black Zetsu? Also, they downplay Vader when they didn't mention he was taking account. He even take your grammar, sir. When he didn't even take account to when he entered a dark dimension.
Yep. Vader has walked into the afterlife.
And walked out.
He's
killed a resurrected Old Republic Sith Lord. One who could literally control time and space.
Oh yeah, here's another one. Vader has proven to be immune to mind-altering techniques like the Infinite Tsukuyomi, due to his training in both light and dark side of the Force. This is obvious Death Battle prefers Naruto over Star Wars.
Ooh.
The only reason they prefer it is because they don't want to be seen as they don't want the Phantom Menace to go after them. That's just really what it is.
I don't know if it's the Phantom Menace. I think you've awoken something far worse. The Naruto community. I would rather deal with the Phantom Menace than the Naruto community. Sorry, speaking as someone who was around during the translation days, back in 2014 when the anime community was really high, back in for Neverworld and all them were big. Yeah, I would rather deal with Phantom Menace than them. You awoken them and the Star Wars community. That's far terrifying.
This is a new one. This is a new one I got. I agree with most of this concept, except a few things. One, Genjutsu would not be able to hold Vader. Many things disrupt Genjutsu, including disrupting the flow of chakra, or the sharp sensations that will snap you out of it.
And chakra, here's the thing, a real quick thing about chakra. Yeah, I think you're about to say what I'm about to say, but you might just be able to confirm it right.
Okay.
The Force, there have been beings that have chakra-like abilities or something that is the equivalent of chakra, and the Force could just tear right through it.
Actually, you're right. He actually says, as a Jedi / Sith Lord, Vader could. Oh, shit.
And I even said one thing in Obito's defense. Also, by the way, how does a guy who almost got killed by a woman by 600 billion paper bombs, who loses an arm and a leg, kill Vader? By one of the most, I would say, underwhelming Akatsuki members almost kicked Obito's ass.
They actually mentioned that.
Yeah.
That's like broken durability.
And the only way he won was because he had to lose his spare Sharingan. And because Kishimoto didn't want to give somebody a decent, that was when Kishimoto was, well, I'm not gonna, I could write all day on, brag on Kishimoto's writing when it comes to that war arc. But, like, I'm sorry, how does Obito win? And also, you literally give him the Ten Tails beast appears. That doesn't work that way either, because that means he somehow had to absorb it on the spot. You have to fight the random thing.
Which is stupid.
They were basically taking ninja abilities and equating it to abilities that are basically beyond comic. Because people can say, well, the Force is a cosmic type thing. The Force is created through basically life itself, so all reality.
And here's another thing. Before Obito, whatever you call it, with the freaking did his little absorption thing, he had his eye ripped out of him. Okay? His Kamui eye. I explained this to Kage. If you have the Kamui eye removed, no, it's specific. That's his, literally, you might as well call it the Kamui eye, because with that eye, he that's the only one that allows him to use Kamui. If he ever lost that eye, he can't use Kamui. It's even stated in lore, he can't handle the Rinnegan by itself. He kind of needed like the Sharingan to balance it out. So he should have self-obliterated because of the fact of using the Sharingan, because he couldn't handle the Rinnegan by itself power. And yet you somehow got... And also, here's another thing, fun fact, everyone. When he went full Ten Tails Jiriki mode, I don't really care about that. I'm just going to say, Ten Tails mode, that shouldn't have worked either, because... how did he get his eye back? Madara.
I have no idea.
Madara. Uchiha Madara even said when he got his butt kicked by Might Guy, like, if, you know, you were someone else, I probably would have, if you had kicked me in the head, I would not be able to have survived that.
Even low-tier Jedi, or someone I want to, okay, I'm going to choose a character who we're still learning her powers. I will give a end of Star Wars Rebels Ahsoka, who would probably have not a rough go with Obito. She'll have a fight, but Obito would still get killed. And this is a person who's not handicapped.
Okay, what was your opinion on how they damaged Vader?
Oh boy.
I gotta hear this, because I can rip. I want to know.
And I recall specifically, Kage, you told me it was going to be Anakin Skywalker.
Oh shit! What did we do?
No, I'm not saying anything. Kage did something wrong. I thought there was like a change at the last minute or some shit, because Kage told me he's like, Anakin's fighting Obito. I'm like, okay, if it's Anakin Skywalker, and I'm talking Revenge of the Sith at the Mustafar fight, Obito's fucked.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, until I realized it was actually Darth Vader who they announced, and they.
You know why they had him? You know why they had him fucking probably switch to Vader? Because he wouldn't be able to do lightning, and Force lightning is the Chidori lightning is shit compared to Force lightning.
Yep,
that is true.
I'm kind of.
And in fact, Vader could have stopped. Let's say if that lightning was to hit him, he knows to menace, which is the move Yoda does or other Jedi do. That when they hold her, because actually Vader did it in Episode 5 when Han was shooting him. He held his hand out. He condensed the energy and he absorbed it.
Yeah. Well, I always thought that was him literally doing like a knee.
Just doing it with his glove, but when you notice. Yeah, I thought it was him showing off, but think about it. If he would actually let it hit his glove and his hand was still robotic, he actually would have got hurt and his hand would have shut off. So he absorbed it.
So what's your opinion of them thinking Vader, that suit is a handicap? Or how they said that, not the handicap, how they said it was weak in general. Like, I mean, you know how they phrase like it's a life supply.
Here's the thing. No. You're right. But the thing is, the suit was weakened on purpose by Palpatine, but that never stopped Vader.
He broke the
limitations of the suit.
And here's the thing: the thing feeds on hatred. Believe it or not. Like it feeds on
Yeah,
its own
his suit
hatred.
feeds on it, and mind you, his suit was also. It's actually come out now in the canon material that that suit was made of some of Bane's Orbulus armor.
Uh,
So in other words, I gotta say this, John, and I'll answer this question. So in other words, anything like fire style jutsu or wood style jutsu or
Nothing would
of
work on him.
okay, let's put it this way.
None of it.
That armor went into space and made him survive.
That armor went through the fires of Mustafar. Vader walked on the floor under lava and came out perfectly fine.
So, how he lost, the leg, does that make sense?
No!
it doesn't.
Because even then, trying to cut one of Vader's fucking limbs, or okay, Obito losing a limb, he still has a body. It's gonna cause more damage than him to Vader, because Vader loses, like, let's say Vader loses a mechanical hand, that ain't gonna stop him from using the Force to manipulate his weapon or manipulate the Force.
I'm loving
At
this!
best, you know what the fuck? You know the fuck what would have happened to him? That episode in Kenobi, if Obito tried to even get up in the sky, he would end up like one of those fucking spaceships.
Or he might come in, Vader might go, I told you what happened if you failed me one lap. I love that scene when he does something.
And
Dude,
remember,
Emma.
Obito still has human anatomy and biology, and yes, you could say Vader the same, but Vader is using, you notice, they always leave out. Actually, they gave it to Luke Skywalker against Harry Potter. They allowed Luke to do it against Harry Potter, but they didn't allow any other person who knows this ability to use it, which is Shatterpoint. All he would have to do is Shatterpoint Obito's organs.
Actually, wait, Kage,
You know
do me a
something?
favor.
Believe it or
Bring
not,
up the
I'll say
statistics.
this.
What's the statistics that they use
Okay,
for
okay.
Vader? Can you look that up?
Right.
So the statistics.
Yes, I can do that.
That's actually something that we should do right here. We're already just sitting here bitching about it. We forgot to look at the actual statistics. Then we could rip it even further apart. Just Vader's.
But the key statistic people have been looking into is that they downgraded the son and the daughter and the ones of the ones of Mortis.
I know, but to hear what was listed and you debunk it further.
May
I
I?
swear, right now, I feel like I can't believe I'm saying this. I want to give one of the reactions. I want to give one of those I show speed type reactions with my face.
Oh my god.
I
Okay,
have the.
this is-
Okay, go on, Kage. What were the statistics of Vader's? What would they allow him to have?
Playing it right now. Listen carefully.
No, we don't need to hear their voice. They'll copyright us. Remember? Just what does it say?
What,
Read it.
audio?
Anything.
All right.
I don't trust it.
I don't want that risk after last time, after that Silver and Trunks thing, because so many people have their live streams up of it, but we can't.
Okay.
Just read the little bar it says, and I don't want to hear their voices because they'll just piss me off.
You got it. Okay, I'm waiting for the okay.
We've already learned what rigged death battles are after Goku and Superman.
Okay, apparently this is the pros and cons of Obito Uchiha and Darth Vader. I'll start with Darth Vader. Could crush Obito's body, his eyes. Could match or counter most jutsu. Superior pre-coding, sorry. And here's his cons. Little defense against truth-seeking orbs. Inferior survivability.
And actually, there's a thing out there, and I gotta find the video if it's still in my watch history and send it to you. This was a guy who's a big Naruto fan, and he explained things about the highest tier. I guess that's the simplistic way I'm gonna say it. The highest tier of whatever the fox is, you know, the fucking 9, 10, whatever fox.
Yeah, Kurama.
So what's the so tell me, what's the highest? Basically, what's its full power?
Kurama, it should be like on par with like mountains.
Okay. That's
like
all I need to know.
Like multi-mountains.
This is what. Okay, that's all I gotta know. Because
Okay,
in Legends, Anakin can crush a continent with his thoughts.
Okay, but we're still reading the death battle statistics they use with Vader. What's the other
Okay, hold
statistics?
on. Okay, so this is the pros and cons of Obito Uchiha. More versatile powers and options. Greater
No.
regeneration.
No, he does not.
No, he does not.
Here's another pro. Greater regeneration and survivability.
No. You got lucky
Well-
because Madara zipped you, but you lost half your body and had to have it forcefully regenerated.
Okay, here another pro. Multiple ways to bypass Vader's durability.
Huh?
Greater
Okay.
mobility in area of effect.
Alright, I'll give one thing. If we're going with Genjutsu, it would only work once. And then it wouldn't work it. That's the only AoE way it would count. And
Okay,
the
it's
truth-seeking
odd.
balls. That's it.
Okay, this is another con. This is one con he has. Less combat experience. Which I agree with.
Oh yeah. This is a guy who almost got blown up by a woman with paper bombs. 600 billion paper bombs. I will never let go of that number.
The shit
I had to
is,
look at
and the thing is, you also gotta look into this. Even okay, let's say if the opponent wasn't even Vader, if it was Palpatine or Yoda, for instance, or hell even Windu, Obito's still fucked.
Okay, wait, I got something right here. This is a little black box they always put in these things like side notes or some shit. It says Anakin could resist the living resist the living force absorption of the Dark Reaper, but it requires constantness in the use of specific ability. I'm sorry.
Wait, is that like a mental specific? Say that again. Is that mental related?
It says he could resist the living force absorption of the Dark Reaper.
Okay.
Dark Reaper, aka Reaper Death Seal.
Oh, I was about to say the Shumingami.
Yeah, Reaper Death Seal. But it requires a conscious use of a specific ability. Also, Vader's spirit forms and takes into attempt to him resurrecting Palpatine. What? I'm sorry.
Padme.
I'm sorry. Required the use of Mummin's portal, which was a method of transportation of Mediterranean vision.
Oh shit, I'm beating everyone with their own DNA.
Wow. Okay, let's see. Yeah, he can easily crush Vader. Also, yeah, using Kamui to like. Oh, also, can I ask this, John? You know I will say this right now, and this is my counter argument to this Kamui thing. Can a lightsaber pierce through an infinite universe, like a dimension? Like it's okay. How I'm gonna put this? The Kamui is pretty much in this
pocket dimension.
Like a pocket universe. Yeah, pocket dimension. So technically, could Vader slash through Obito if he's in a pocket dimension?
I'm trying to explain this specific thing correctly because he's done something practically in that realm during his
Or say,
What was
could
it, 30
Anakin
years
do
he
it?
was
Let's do
building
it this way. Even a Jedi at this point.
Well, since we're gonna go by what Death Rattle rules are supposed to be, so I'm going to accumulate both his Legends powers and his canon powers, and by Legends powers, yes, he can. Continuity, Vader probably can. Anakin in Legends, definitely he'd be able to do it.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah, I got something. While Vader can resist mental attacks, this usually requires consciousness and consciousness resistance.
If they're about to go into something, if this just dodges mental attacks but not spiritual attacks, that's bullshit because the first thing they fucking teach you, either as a Sith or the Jedi, to not only protect your mind is part of your spirit, aka your Force ghost. And if you think about it, if Anakin turns into a Force ghost, Obito is 100 times more fucked.
Oh yeah, they said this. He has a history of giving sublime temptation, and he has a
He's
his.
been doing what?
He has history of giving
Um,
into sublime temptation, which probably means the carrot and the stick Palpatine did to him when freaking Padme was dying, and when Smee died, his mother died in front of him. He gave him into evil and just went pure
Okay, I mean,
kill
what
the
do you
Senate.
expect? He did the, but Palpatine did those at Anakin's most vulnerability. He never did it when Anakin was very much like you see he does it in Attack of the Clones and he does it in the
Well, that was
what the
the
fuck,
Jedi
Revenge of
did
the
that in Attack of the
Sith.
Clones. Revenge of the Sith. That was
The Jedi did it too, yeah.
Jedi with his mother. The Jedi.
But
I'm
during
sorry.
the saying when the war started, Anakin was more so in his element. So he was very hard to fuck with because he was in
okay,
his
it says
element.
it right here. Also, it says right here, and I want you to debunk this, Kyo. The Mugen Tsukuyomi operates a greater scale than what he's encountered, affecting thousands who resist mental attacks, like the Byakugan or Sharingan users.
The only person
The
before
old,
Kyo answers that,
okay,
there's only one
hold on. I
suggest.
can explain this, John, because I know Naruto lore.
Yeah.
The reason that
Well, I'm
they
not
can
talking
get
about
away,
Naruto law. I'm just giving an example saying that
no, the
I
Genjutsu
believe
thing,
somebody more
because
so.
they
No,
wanna
not
let's say
ninjutsu.
no about
I'm
that's what
gonna
the infant
give.
Tsukuyomi is. Let me just
Oh yeah.
explain that. The infant Tsukuyomi that
Oh
he
no
just
no,
had
I'm
me.
not talking about that. I'm just
That's
saying
what he's
that
asking
not
about
if it's not Naruto.
he's asking about the damn
Oh, no,
tree.
I'm not saying yeah, but I'm not talking about Naruto real quick. I'm only giving one credit to another anime that I could have given Vader. I would have probably accepted Vader getting defeated if it was somebody from Bleach.
Like Aizen?
Yes, because they can mess with
Mm,
your actual soul, so
possibly,
to be.
yeah. Like I could believe Aizen. I could believe what's his name? Boyuka.
Bya-
Byakuya.
Him, and
Let
I
me
think
guess.
there's another
Wait, is
one
he an old
that I
man?
could give the benefit to. I might not know the show, but I think
Is he
so.
the main
And if
villain?
not, my backup would be okay. I don't know the villains very well. That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, no, no.
But
Does he
if
look like an
not,
old? Does he look like an old man? He's a bad guy. Just try to see if you can get that.
he's an old man, but his power it's being old is almost very deceptive because he could do fucking crazy shit.
You have a
You how about okay? My only
yeah,
backup was not that, but if I was going protagonist versus protagonist, like Anakin Vader slash because Vader is still in a way a protagonist of his story.
yeah.
Full
Oh,
power. I don't
Ichigo.
know when he reached. I don't. Yeah, I don't know when he reached his peak. I don't know when he reached his peak, but I believe him at his peak, especially from what I've seen he can do. So
Okay, so this is
I don't know how to judge
you're
that, but
probably
I'm just gonna say Ichigo at his peak.
so it's probably gonna be it's probably so if you're gonna say Ichigo at his peak, it's either Dangai, his full
Uh,
Bankai,
back
True
onto
Bankai.
Star Wars for a second. Then let me finish the
Yeah, yeah,
damn
no, yeah,
thing.
it's back to yeah. Go
Let me
ahead,
go
because
back
it's.
to
I
it.
was
The
only just
Infinite
saying the only person I
Tsukiyomi
could buy
thingy
beating Vader.
wouldn't have worked. The only reason it worked, it could more people could have resisted if the Uchiha clan were alive. That's just the point blank, simple truth. Because a bunch of Uchiha had the
Yeah.
Susanos, you can block it. It was proven with Sasuke's god Susanoo, but even Kakashi's Susanoo, temporary one, could block the damn thing.
What the hell?
Which actually is kind of funny in a way that, if it wasn't for freaking the third Hokage allowing the freaking Uchiha massacre to happen in Danzo, you would have had a lot of people defend against that damn thing. It's just my bias. That was the only way you could stop it on a global scale, would be the Uchiha and have fun with that, Madara. But no, Obito. My bad, that would have been Obito. But Obito never unleashed the damn tree to begin with, because that's the one problem is, that was a Madara feat. And also, fun fact everyone, they didn't let Madara, they didn't get, he can't use, Obito never used the perfect Jinchuriki form that I was showing you. That is an incomplete version because he didn't have Kurama in him. He had Kurama's chakra from the two brothers. Oh, Madara did that because Madara sucked the Yang Fox directly out of Naruto, which is literally half of the being, which means you have the sentient part. You need the sentient part, not the chakra, the sentient. So he sucked one half of the fox in him because he was split in half and they made two different entities, yin and yang. So that's why Madara was able to pull it off the feet. Madara would have been completely unstoppable had he had yin in him. Which also makes sense. I've also said since Naruto had the yin freaking in him, that's why he was able to do so well against Genjutsu and endure it a little bit better. Because yang is life force, yin is negativity, whatever you call it. So yeah, that's another problem with the Obito thing. And Obito, I would have preferred if they put it against Madara. Anybody else? Wait, did I go mute?
No, I'm listening.
I'm done. I'm just saying, I would have preferred Madara.
Yeah.
Madara has more combat.
Nobody from Naruto. I mean, there is if Obito can do. I doubt there's anybody, even the strongest entity, would have a rough time dealing with somebody from the Force.
Here's a good question.
The stuff about ninjutsu isn't ninjutsu anything martial arts related still required that you have a sort of, I don't know, because I hear it in the Japanese or the Chinese. It's like the energy, you draw the power from the universe and everything like that. So you're going with somebody that literally can bend the fucking universe if need be. The Force bends the universe to its power.
Yeah, everyone. It's a reality-bending power, and last I checked, even Madara didn't have reality-bending. Wait, Kage, would Limbo have counted as reality-bending?
I don't know where Kage went.
I hope I didn't mute him. I don't think I did.
No, you didn't. You can't do it manually from the remote.
Oh, well then good. Then it wasn't my stupidity this time. So, yeah, I mean, that was just designed because Obi-Wan got the win in the last one. So they just like, okay, we're going to give it to an anime character this one. We're going to make Vader lose because Vader's in a suit. You know what would have been better if you want to do something
that's all it was.
Use Star Killer if you want to do that. That's what you should have done, Death Battle. You should have used Star Killer. You want to put him against the Hack?
Star Killer would have still have annihilated.
But it would have been.
Kyo, no, you just fucking. That's a death sentence, and that will cause such a fucking uproar. Because in a way, besides Luke Skywalker, Star Killer is also what Anakin would be. And I'm being generous, I'm gonna lowball Star. That's Anakin when he can first probably fully use any kind of super full power of the Force. And that's lowballing that power.
I forgot. Star Killer took out a freaking base. A ship from the outer space and dragged it onto the planet. My bad. Okay, can a lightsaber cut through a chakra rod? They said they couldn't do that.
Bullshit! Lightsabers have cut through fucking anything. It has to be specific, and it has to actually be based in the rules of Star Wars. If whatever you got is not fucking Beskar, it's cutting through. The lightsaber was designed to cut through any fucking weapon or armor, anything.
So even say, which is basically chakra, a life force type or mystic life force type rod that I'm using right here, he could cut through that, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
and
with
even
the troops,
then, you can use the force to augment the weapon to cut through it.
Oh, here's the thing. Could those truth-seeking orbs have destroyed his armor?
If you would have gotten through his, what's something they take away from them? All Jedi and Sith, even Vader has it, a force barrier. up, like you don't see it, but it's a barrier that prevents you from being hit from stuff like that. Why do you think you can't just deactivate your opponents? Like the argument where they said, why can't they just deactivate each other's lightsabers?
Yeah.
It's the
So,
same principle. You remember when Dooku, I'm gonna use an example, you remember in the rematch on the ship, how Dooku easily just picked up Obi-Wan and tossed him, but he couldn't do that to Anakin? Because Dooku was able to, because Obi-Wan doesn't have a high force barrier.
oh
Anakin
god,
does.
we're going into this. So, okay, he can cut through the rod, which wouldn't make sense. The truth-seeking balls shouldn't have damaged. Wait, they shouldn't have even hurt his armor to begin with if it was made of obsidian. Didn't you say
Blue
that
basket.
armor?
Oh, the laundry? Hold on.
Oh god, everyone. Oh, the first 16 minutes are me being an idiot because I didn't set up the PS5 correctly. Now this one is just us at frustration at the thing of Death Battle. And what's their next lineup? Who are they going to put up against next? Um, Superman versus Vegeta? Or watch it be if they had Batman versus Vegeta. Batman would win by some stupid reason.
Your eyes on the power of the Sage of the Six Bands.
Listen to me and keep moving. An enemy squad is attacking the village right now. Yamato's defending it with gates he's created using wood style. But there are just
Well, Nuke Podcast is back once a week or once or twice a week, everyone. I do have a few video ideas planned, especially first impressions of Final Fantasy 16, which I've been playing. I can tell you that's good. Oh, Keith, Death Battle is such a lost cause. At this point, there's only specific Death Battles that I will actually bother to critique. And this one, I actually saw the fight, okay? I watched the damn thing and it gave me a migraine. It wasn't the battle that gave me the migraine, it was the commentators, believe it or not. I don't know why. How did the commentators give me a migraine?
No way I can lose this.
I mean, those commentators gotta be... although, I wonder if the musician pays them to make them win. Okay, here's the idea. When everyone thinks about Death Battle, what's the Death Battle that first pops in your head? What do you think of?
Alright. Now what I miss?
Alright, I was just asking everyone, when you say Death Battle, what's the Death Battle that pops in your head? The first thing that pops in your head.
What do you mean?
If I say,
Oh, so wait. Are we...
I'm critiquing it just a second because someone said, "Oh, well, this will probably surpass the infamy of Goku versus Superman this fight." I'm like, no, it won't. No, it will not.
No, it won't. Because even people, except for Superman fanboys, can't admit the brokenness of what they did.
And they did it twice. See, I pointed this out. I said, unlike
officially, every DC fans just don't want to admit this. There's no singular canon Superman. There are multiple Supermans when there's only one canon Goku. Yes, you could say sort of, but with Heroes, but Heroes is still somewhat started as a video game universe, so we can't use that. The fair thing to do, if you're gonna play that game, is give Goku every single power from his movie counterparts to his show counterparts to his manga counterparts. And I'm talking about even the stuff that's not like from Japanese to English.
Those commentators were pissed me. Okay, so when I said Death Battle, what's the one everyone I've talked to says Goku versus Superman? I'm like, yep, there's no way. Even if this one has caused such an uproar, that it will surpass the
Now, I'm not gonna front. I do have an episode that I actually like, and I accepted it only because it was him when in his original state, not who he is now, which is Spawn versus Kratos. Because even
Oh.
I have to throw my hands up and say I have to give it to Spawn. I give it to Spawn, but that is he's fighting the wrathful, sinful, rageful Kratos. He's not fighting this version of Kratos, who's actually been deemed to have been purified.
And also spawns a being from straight from hell.
Yeah, and Kratos has defeated being straight from hell.
But the durability, oh my god.
His durability is ridiculous, yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. The medical community had to call me.
The meta, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother.
Yeah, it's really just like, you know, people who just care about your mental health or anything.
Oh, okay, oh, never mind. Okay, I thought you said
Dealing with
meta.
Death Battle
I thought you
is
said
mental
meta.
health.
No.
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 No, I thought he said meta. I was like, meta.
Oh,
Mental.
Okay, I got you.
Meta community.
Yeah, I'm like, when is there a? Okay, I guess Yu-Gi-Oh really did have to create its own meta.
That's like this is also like saying I actually want to ask if this is a possibility, and I'm gonna say we'll have to use these rules. I want to see Atem, and I'm talking about full Atem, full Millennium powers, through and through with all of them, and the ability to bring all his monsters to life, to combat. Who could he fight?
Ash Ketchum. Or Red.
Wait, isn't that animal cruelty?
I'm talking about, but
I
you
am
forget
Mr.
Atem is
Cypher.
a pharaoh god. He's a
forget
pharaoh
that
god. He
Pokemon-
would kill Ash.
And you forget
And the Pokemon. Okay, come on. You're gonna fucking say a Pokemon is gonna stand toe to toe with Exodia?
No, but I would just I just want to see the Pokemon fan base cry their eyes out.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
I was just saying that, like, you really think I'm gonna say Atem, like Ash beats Atem? Hell no. Did you actually?
That's what I'm
believe-
saying. Who could legitimately fight Atem if we just give Atem all his because we have to play by the Egyptian
Keith even says
physiology.
even Acreus would die.
When he dies, he becomes a pharaoh god. So he would be a living god. Basically, he would be a god in human form, and he would have full powers. And Atem at one point, didn't Atem have all the Millennium Items that were part of just the puzzle? Didn't he have all of them?
He had some of the items in the manga.
Okay, let's just give him the
He
ability.
owned
we're
most
gonna
of the
count
Millennium items to
as,
use on the damn tomb at one point.
Or Bakura.
yeah, but we're gonna use the Millennium items as weapons, as like stuff he will physically do. Give him that, and give him his ability, which he does have, to bring all his monsters to life and make them real.
Oh,
so
no,
they would basically be
I
able
heard-
to do everything.
John,
So who
Mr.
can he
Cypher
fight?
just reminded me this. What's Raven and Jean Grey gonna do?
Yeah, that's the next. Believe it or not, that's actually the next fight after
Raven and Jean. That is, I'm sorry, if Raven doesn't win that one, I'm gonna call fucking screaming bullshit.
Well,
Because she's
I'm just
basically
wondering
the daughter of the
because
devil.
yeah, I mean Jean Grey will if she mind hacks Raven, well that's
Her
a very
power
bad.
is cosmic. It's not supernatural. And supernatural always trumps cosmic because supernatural comes from the realm beyond cosmic.
I mean, it might work because Death Battle always are DC fanboys.
But for once, this is one that and mind you, I'm not a DC fanboy, but I have to acknowledge Raven's ability.
She has in her head Trigon.
Quite literally, and she has been able to use his power without his influence.
What I mean, I'm sorry, Jean Grey. If you oh God, if you use your mind,
They might say that. I'll give you this. They might say that Jean Grey is like on par with Mephisto, who tore apart the universe against Zarathos, because 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 you know the Phoenix Force did fight against Galactus.
Hell, the long ride, and I'm talking about the long ride story arc. Ghost Rider would finish the both of them.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I can agree on that 100%.
And I'm not saying this because I like Ghost Rider. His power has actually been stated that he's one of the few people that that will fight Spawn when being killed.
Yeah, I can agree on that.
Although, is it sad to say that the only death battle I've ever enjoyed to watch was the Archie, Flash, Sonic versus the Flash, because it was just them shit talking who can run the faster.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I'll admit, yes, it is. I admit it was pretty entertaining.
Oh, yeah, it's sus, but it was funny because how do you take that? They literally were making fun of their gimmick. They both run fast. You get it? There's an animal that runs fast, and there's a guy that runs fast. Except it wasn't Stupid Barry. I praised them for not using funny. It was unfunny and cringe, yes, but I got a question. Could it be that music guy they hired? That's the reason why why it's so biased.
You said what?
That guy who writes their music, could he be the one who decides the victories?
Wait, Brendan Yates?
Yeah, their music writer dude.
No. Brendan Yates has nothing to do with their research. He just does the music. Like, he even confirmed this.
Wait, so he has nothing to do with who wins?
No, he has nothing to do with the research. Pretty much that's Ben Singer and Chad James.
Well, then they're really bad researchers.
Oh god,
I mean, I still can't accept the One Punch Man not killing Superman.
No, he
Huh?
actually lost, believe it or not. He lost to Popeye, the Sailor Man.
No, I'm referring to Superman versus One Punch Man.
That's not Death Battle.
Oh wait, that was Screw Attack. Crap.
That's somebody else.
Okay, at this point, everyone, who does it better? 1 minute melees or Death Battle?
1 minute melee, I will say right there, 1 minute melee is way better than Death Battle.
And I also like 1 minute melee because of the little art form they use. You know,
Oh my gosh, I got my ship maxed out finally.
the whatchamacallit, the sprite art. I like 1 minute melee because they're sprite art.
1 minute melee will always trump Death Battle any day. Cypher, you can agree with me on that. You can agree with me on that.
Keith even says hands down 1 minute melee.
1 minute melee trumps Death Battle, like any day of the week, because they have better animation, better music, better fights, and better matchups.
Hey, I still laugh at Ursa Scarlet getting beat up by Zoro.
Believe it or not, yeah.
Jesus.
I actually laugh at that shit.
No, because the simple fact, why did I find that funny? Because, what's his face? The offer, fan service offer, that guy just loved to make it so Urza never lost a single fight. So her getting her butt beat by Zoro just was killing me in laughter. I'm like, ah! And it was only 1 minute. Also, the Samus versus Master Chief 1 minute melee did, right?
Like
You said
the Doom, like also like what is didn't they? You talking about Death Battle or something like that? I was gonna say the only other Death Battle I can agree with is Doom Guy versus Master Chief, because as much as I like Doom Guy, well, that's also a possible like.
Well,
because
how
he just
tough
has
is that
ability,
Emerald?
He has ability. He has ability over not Master Chief. He has ability over Doom Guy. He's more basically military adept than every. I mean, I'm not saying Doom Guy's not, but Doom Guy. I'm pretty sure Doom Guy could defeat the Covenant, and likewise, Chief could probably deal with the forces of Hell. It's just them fighting each other is where the limitation is going to come into play.
But because basically one of the things Doom Guy doesn't have is, well, he probably does, is the military tactical experience.
His bones are not fucking. His bones are not basically adamantium.
Yeah.
He's
pretty
basically
much.
still
Or no,
human.
He's still
In a-
human. Chief, I can basically say this. Chief has fucking Beskar bones.
He has Steven
I'm
Rogers.
not gonna front. The homeboy has the fucking bones as if he had Beskar armor.
Pretty much.
Oh, in September, don't be surprised if when I stream, you will see me in my Sith Mandalorian armor that my uncle made.
Really?
Yeah, he's making me from the actual materials, a full-fledged my own Mandalorian armor, but it's for the Sith Empire.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Does that mean I get to kill you with some kind of craziness my family fools like I did on Christmas? And see you fall.
You want there? Do you want to end up in the middle of a blackness?
Hey, it's not my fault. My family.
no!
That was my family that did that to you. We were relaying the ideologies, and you're just like, how did you? Are you the only sane person? As a matter of fact, you saw all my relatives on that cruise ship.
Simon, hush! I'm trying to pillage and pirate and murder.
By that I mean, on his cruise ship there was a bunch of Asians there, and John developed the tick China.
I literally had the China tick the entire time I was on the cruise.
Oh no.
And
To
my mom
me-
was like, "Why are you having a tick?" And I was just like, she was like, "Just get yourself some Chinese food." I was like, "China." She's like, "Are you good?" I was like, she's like, "Get yourself some Kung Pao chicken." I was like, "Is it from Hong Kong?"
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
shit.
Your American mall trip would get literally tethered by a fucking cruise. Because imagine you're partying in the sea for 5 days nonstop.
Didn't
I've
your
already
place
had
stop
to
by
take it out.
Tortuga? Didn't your place go by
I already
Tortuga?
had-
Though,
Yeah,
Like I already
we went
had
by
that
the
happen to me.
we went by the actual islands, and the shit was my sister was like, "How the fuck do you know the size of these islands?" I was like, "Black Flag."
Tell him what you did to Johnny Depp impression. That kills me.
Yeah, you know the part in at World's End when they go to the locker to go get him, and you see all the crabs moving the black pearl, and you see him standing at the top like the way he did in the first movie when he first pulls in on the ship, the top of it.
The dinghy.
I did that on the boat, the dinghy. My sister was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, I literally threw her 3 quarters, and I was like, "How about 3 shillings?" And we forget the name. And then my nephew was like, "Welcome to Port Royal, Mr. Smith."
Oh my god.
Hey, well,
I mean,
how?
if I'm gonna do it, am I gonna do it right?
Well, not to spill one last family secret, I'm amazed you didn't notice the difference in the weight in your bag.
Oh yeah. Oh God, I gotta tell Kage this. Kage, basically trying to get on a cruise is like trying to go through TSA at the airport / immigration.
What?
Because you need to have not only your ID, but you need to have your fucking birth certificate.
Good thing I have all of those.
Okay, now, man, check this out. I know what I packed in my bag. There was no reason for my bag to be fucking heavy. So, I'm like, why in the fuck is my shoulder killing me? Because you already know, mind you, I got a bad shoulder, so I'm like, bitch, what the fuck is going on with my bag? So when I got it off and got into the cabin, I stopped for a second, then I'm like, alright, let me take all my clothes out. And I'm like, why in the fuck are there 3 bottles of wine in here?
Oh my god.
My sister had her oldest son, my oldest nephew. Well, no, I'm talking about her oldest son, and my other sister was with us. So her son too, which is one of my oldest nephews. I have 2 of the oldest nephews with me, then my 2 oldest nieces, and then the rest of just the kids. They all knew this, and I'm like, why the fuck y'all told me? There was 3 bottles of wine in each of their luggage.
What?
What if you had gotten busted, John? And like, well,
No, but the
sir,
thing is,
this
you can't, because it's not like it's not like getting on a plane and you can't bring that. No, you can bring that on a cruise, because it's basically you're going to party anyway, so they allow you to bring drinks. You just need to make sure. And I can't believe this. How is it you have to wait till the legal age of 21, but yet you can bring alcohol on the ship at the age of 18?
Wow.
My nephew went to the island because one of the first stops we went was to Nassau or whatever the fuck that place is called in the Bahamas.
Hold on, let me see here.
Fucking
It's
explain
called
to me.
Brazetta.
I can
No,
look it up
no.
now on. Actually, I can look it up now on Black Flag because it's basically the same fucking location. Let's
Well,
see.
my cruise is heading to Mexico, Jamaica, and Brazil, or something like that.
What did Brazil wants? The women there.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Nassau or Nassau. That's where we stopped. First, and then I was waiting for my nephew at one of the buffets on deck 5, and I'm like, what the fuck is this motherfucker? I turn around, I see him giggling and dancing and hopping towards me, because the thing is, he can hold his liquor. He's consciously aware. You can't tell he's drunk until he says he's drunk. I was like, oh my god. And he's like, yo, Uncle John. I'm like, what's up? You went to the island? You good? He's like, yeah, man. Lady on the island did me right. I was like, fucking shut
Wait,
up.
what now?
Bro, are you drunk? He's like, I'm fucked up. I was like, how? She said she said that as long as you stood over the counter, like taller than the counter, you're of legal drinking age.
Jesus Christ.
So when he found that out, she gave him a big ass open watermelon filled with dark rum and Bacardi. And I'm talking about the watermelons we get here. I'm talking about the big watermelons.
Jesus Christ.
Why did? Oh wait.
And he's like,
Kage,
he drank the whole thing, and then again later at dinner had another drink when he came. And mind you, because each night when you go to family dinner, because there's the buffets and then there's the dinner hall where you have where you have to basically, it's the night where you gotta, eat with crowds and it's professional and all that. The night we went, it was called formal night, where you had to actually dress up.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me why he's the only fucking Spider-Man out of all the rich white people.
Oh my god.
And you know what the Asian waitress said? She was like, "Oh my god, it's Miles Morales." He was like, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." He was trying to bag his waitress, by the way. I was like, "Bro."
What? But let me ask you this: was she hot?
Didn't you walk in on that, John?
No, I walked in on my other nephew with his girl. And that's why I give my nephew Joseph forever to this day. He has the nickname Gorilla Cheeks.
What?
Because I had the key. Because the thing is, we were staying in different. We were all okay. They kind of messed up. We were all supposed to be in the same floor, each room one next to the other. They kind of mixed that up. So I was supposed to be with my, I was roomed with my nephew Joseph, but Joseph only had a giant singular bed. And he's like, I ain't sharing my bed with them. I was like, all right, we'll trade spots. Go stay with. I'm gonna go stay. Obviously, I was gonna go stay in my mom's room because she had the 2 beds. So I stood in there, but every now and then my sister would be like, go check on Joseph or go get Joseph. Because here's the thing: when you're on a cruise, you got no Wi-Fi unless you're using a specific app they give you, which is your map tells you everything. But you can only use the Wi-Fi through that app, and you can only message people through that app.
What
That's on
the fuck?
that's basically your party that's with you.
They lock you
So
out of
I
all form of
walked in-
communications.
Yeah.
I wasn't joking
So
when I
I
said
went
there
to
would
go
be no
get
way
him-
to.
when I went to go get him the first time, he was sleeping his covers were up, so I didn't know he was naked until I hit the floor. Not hit the floor, but my foot hit the floor, and I was like, "Oh, there is 2 used magnums and some Astroglide." Okay. I just left the room. He didn't even know I was in there until I told him later that day. I was like, "My bad, bro." I mean, he's like, "Wait, you came in the room?" I was like, "Well, your mom wanted me to go get you, so the moment I just saw you sleeping and I saw the used activity on the items on the floor, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm not even gonna wake him up, because I can't tell. I don't even know if his girl's naked under the cover, and I'm not trying to cause no conflict. Even though they didn't freak out, or she didn't freak out. She knew it was an accident. Then the second time, he fell asleep he almost fell asleep closer to family dinner. He only had like 20 minutes to prepare, so I went, just clocked in the door. I was like, "Yo," and then he is knocked the fuck out, her and him. She's under the cover though. All he's got is his tank top on. He's laying on his stomach, fucking ass out everywhere. I was like, "Oh my god, my nephew's gorilla
So
cheeks are out."
okay, we can't make the hotel joke anymore because John had to suffer it twice.
Ha! Then you can't make fun of me now.
And then the third time I walked in, I didn't know he was in the room because there's the thing. When you want to fool around with your
speaking of that, I
partner,
want to ask you.
there's literally a sticky, There's literally a little fucking, those magnetic little things that we throw on the fridge to stick. They have one of those in the rooms that says "Do not disturb" if having fun with your partner or significant other or whatever. I was like, "You motherfucker, why don't you just?" He's like, "Well, you should have." Like, "Motherfucker, use the tools they gave you."
Oh, I was gonna ask John. Why don't you tell us how you suffered time dilation there?
Oh my. Okay. When you're in your room and you don't have like the balcony type room that has the balcony on the ship, I was in the cabins, and the fucking cabins there's no windows. So I didn't fucking know what time it was until I got to my phone. And sometimes I slept for so many, it felt like it was like Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon. I swore to God that I slept for 6 hours. I checked, it was still bright as fuck outside, and my mom says, "You only slept for like 2 hours." Like, why do I feel like I slept for 6 hours? I know what my body feels like after 6 hours. I feel like a brick.
That is insane.
She was like, "You're getting sleep finally, aren't you?" I was like, "Yes, because I don't get that much sleep at home."
Jesus Christ, what is this world?
Well, he doesn't have to live with the little gremlins are gone at least.
Goddamn
Yes,
demons.
they're gone.
Goddamn demons.
Gremlins. So what? Oh, I love how you won the leaderboards.
Oh yeah, I won the laser tag leaderboards, no diff.
Really?
Yes, tell them that. That's funny. I was dying of laughter at this story.
Because you get to request what music they play during the battle. I had them play the Jedi Temple March.
Wait, hold on. John. Why didn't you play this? Hold on, John. Why did you
Whatever
play
you're
this?
about to say, it didn't cross my mind.
Wait a second.
That's the thing. Jedi Temple March is more for executing. I didn't play the Imperial March. Because, mind you, there was a lot of kids in the arena. So my nephew was going in with the mindset, Youngling Slayer 9000. I was like, Younglings. And my mom literally said when my grown nephews were like, "Oh, we're all on the same team," she face palmed and she said, "Oh my fucking
Wait a
God,
second, I'll
those
be right
poor
back.
kids in that arena." She
Poor
felt bad for the
kids.
kids. She was like, and my niece was like, "No, this should be illegal. You put all 3 of them on the same team." And the lady who organized the game was Russian, and she's like, "I did not understand. Why should it be illegal?" The boys seem to make a very good team. I should keep the boys together. They're family. And my niece was like, "No, ma'am, you just basically you gave nobody a chance to win or compete.
Your niece said that.
Yep.
Why? Because you guys were
Mind you, this
constantly
was a
winning?
5-hour sesh. Yeah.
Wait, you're in there for 5 hours and it's...
Yes.
You have request to play any song in laser tag, but not Hunkstein?
Now what?
Not leading Dread?
It's a
We
5-hour
went in
session,
with the
Kage.
but we went in with the mindset of Order 66.
What? Okay, I get Order 66, but come on, man. Wasted opportunity.
There was kids in there. What did you expect us to think?
Fuck them kids! Literally listen to fucking Hunk!
That's what I said when I went in there. No, before me and my nephew went in there, it was like, we had the guy play Order 66, and me and both my nephews, we were like, fuck them kids. And he was like this, damn right, fuck them kids.
Like, seriously, imagine. No, seriously, that's my laser tag theme song right there. Why didn't you play, fucking. The fucking Hunk's theme from Resident Evil 2 Remake?
But the funnier part is, apparently the family assumes out of that. They're like, no! The kids will never stand a chance.
Oh my god.
And my mom is like sitting, because this is the first laser tag I've ever played where there's actually a fucking audience. And even my mom was I caught a glimpse, she was face palming like Christ. Because they're like, you just fucked up letting them do that.
Did they allow melee weapons in that?
No, but they had multiple different types of what the blasters look like. So my nephew, one of them went in with an SMG type. Obviously, I went in with a type of AR. The other one went in with 2 pistols.
Oh, those poor kids. And you all ranked up the leaderboards?
Yep.
So, why is there MOBA games on an arcade?
Wait, what?
Why are there MOBA games in an arcade?
What do you mean MOBA games?
I saw like I saw a bit of the video. You said, "Why is there a MOBA game, a phone game, in an arcade there?"
Oh yeah, that was Subway Surfers.
Subway Surfers?
Yeah, they had a full arcade game of the phone game Subway Surfer.
You're kidding, right?
Nah. They even had something in there that I have not seen since it was taken off all phones. Flappy Bird.
What?
Flappy Bird, whatever it was, the game that just made everyone angry. Yeah.
Oh.
Angry Birds?
My god.
No, not Angry Birds. There was that one called Flappy Bird.
Yeah, it's
I
called
believe.
Flappy Bird. Yeah, it's actually called Flappy Bird, where they literally just get you drive a bird around like Mario level
No,
loops.
it's the one where you have to keep clicking it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's not like Mario Kart though.
No, I'm not saying Mario Kart. They were Mario. They were
Oh yeah,
Mario.
okay, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Oh, you thought I was talking about?
Because I heard Mario Kart, I'm like, wait, what about Mario Kart?
No, I didn't say Mario Kart. My brother did.
Tell Speed to be quiet.
He
Speed?
called you Speed.
Feedback loop from Kage, but at this point it doesn't matter. I think he's on a microphone, but still. Oh. How... What else is on a cruise ship? Because I'm worried on I'm afraid I'm not going to come back because I don't know if I'm going to be able to swim. How deep's that ocean?
Well,
By the time it's nighttime, you're in the deep ocean. Kage's not gonna let me live that down, but he caused it, so I mean.
Payback's a motherfucker, ain't it? There you go.
Alright, I created a soundboard, and now that's part of the soundboard.
Wait, is the
Hey,
screen?
but that means, hey, you brought that upon yourself, and you admitted it. You were like, yeah, I brought that on myself. I'm fucked.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to. I didn't expect you to go all nuclear on me.
I made you think you had a tranny infestation in your server. You were about to go full scorched earth.
No, I was literally about to Muget's my entire server. You fucking Spanish-loving son of a bitch!
Oh god, the little party. You guys are gonna make me die of laughter.
That's a motherfucker, ain't it? There you go.
Damn.
And I have to say that to myself.
Why do you have to say that to yourself?
Because I deserved it because I started the war. I started saying like, "Oh, John, look, not Rogue Inquisitor, Quantum TV has made another video about you talking about your family." Literally pranked him, and he literally stared at me with his glowing red eyes, with his lightsaber to my throat, and literally said, "This ain't over, motherfucker." Go like, "This ain't over, motherfucker."
And then all I had to do was just say there was a tranny infestation in your server, and you were like, "What?"
I thought
I
thought that
I faked
stupid
screenshots and everything.
I thought that stupid tranny lover was literally attacking my server again. And so this bastard tricked me. And then all of a sudden I hear that line. I'm like, "You motherfucker!" And then I hear this.
That's a motherfucker, ain't it? There you go.
I was like, "Go to hell, go to hell, John. Go straight to hell with Palpatine."
I was there for 2 months.
It's called Children Are Monsters.
Go to hell.
And then not only that, the sun.
Oh, by the way, I will say this. Screw you, Canada, for your fires and making me suffer a flood down here.
Oh
Wait,
yes,
what
the
happened?
HMS Shaggetsea.
That did nothing but rain and rain and rain and rain.
Wait, Canada was responsible for my power being out?
Yeah, they're forest fires that are unable to control that went down to California. It's because of this damn forest fire shit. The forest fires from Canada went to California, and the California thing sent it that way.
Oh my god.
But you know, I'm not gonna blame. I'm not gonna cry if California gets scorched and Chicago gets scorched.
Wait,
Oh,
what,
and watch.
Chicago? Okay, I get California, but what Chicago do to you?
Because I hate Chicago in my town. It takes in my state. It takes all the money.
Let's settle this fair and square.
Listen to me and keep moving. An enemy squad is attacking the village right now. Yamato's defending it with gates he's created using wood style. But there are just
Well, Love 31 can probably just has suffering a massive flood right now because that whole area is being flooded because of all the rainstorms we had, Cypher. Fun fact. As a matter of fact, an area not too far from me is basically underwater because of all that rain. It's so bad that the trash on the side of the road is like because the cornfield's on the other side. It has flooded one side of the road, and all the stuff on the other side of the road that that's in the ditches has flown into the crop fields because it's like submerged all roads. That's how much flood damage was going on around here. I haven't seen this much flooding in a while.
That's just crazy.
Oh, and then when it's over, everyone gets all pissed off around here because of the heat. The heat goes so high, everyone's just pissed off and we want to kill each other. At my place. I mean, I enjoy the people I work with, but this weather, like, is one of those weathers where it pushes your patience, and you're just like, "Ugh." And also, by the way, Rumble, thanks for bringing back, giving me free content, because all those videos you saw were from Rumble, leaking my older videos up here, and you know they had to be older videos because I had teeth. Yeah, I'll make fun of myself. I had teeth in those videos.
Teeth. Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
I had my top teeth removed. That's why I wore that mask for a few of them, remember? Because I had my top teeth removed, and I actually finally got the partial, finally. And the last video I did, which was the one that has the thumbnail, you see I have super long hair. So anybody with a brain, because before I locked myself out for 2 weeks on my own account, I literally did, I put on a thing on the community post when I saw Rumble there, because someone said, hey, why is an old video of you popped up? Someone I know in I was like, oh, crap, I know what that is. I put in community posts saying that's what that is. But for some reason, people are enjoying that, and now I'm going to be back on my account, and I got to figure out what to do with that crap, because, yeah. Thank you, Rumble, for at least putting out stuff for me while I wasn't doing anything. Even though I don't like all those videos, because that was bad then. But the memes, why do all those videos have, like, mean shots of me?
I have no idea.
I'm just glad an Amora rant didn't pop up, because I went and looked at my Rumble
wait
thing.
a second. Gotta go. Later, boys. I'm out of here.
See you. I'm about to end in 4 minutes anyway. Uh-oh. Phone ring. So how much pillaging have you got left, John? Oh, don't worry, Cypher. I only played this game specifically because I needed the Obito. Well, there's Berserk, which is a Muso game. That's worth playing. Cypher. Which I don't know, should I do here or not? Because it's Berserk. Well, I mean, it fits. If you like Berserk, you get to swing the Dragon Slayer around. Who doesn't want to be Guts in that setting? The problem is you actually have to see the eclipse. Oh yeah, and it's worse.
Enemy reinforcements.
Do y'all realize how many there are fanfiction audio channels where they literally have the audio? They basically turn all the fanfictions into audiobooks there are on YouTube. But for some reason, and this is hilarious, I found this out, YouTube likes to strike those things down. I'm like, they're technically not playing anything other than the image on some things. Holy crap. It's nothing but an audiobook. If that ain't nothing funny, I don't know what is. And can someone tell me why Rich is salty over the new restrict... Oh, wait. John, does your thing still say 1,000? And he died. Or I died. One or the other. Oh well. Has anybody else got the update yet on their end of the only needing 500 subscribers and the 3,000 watch hours yet? Because for some reason I'm still grandfathered into the older system. Has anybody got that on their end? Has anybody got the new update for YouTube for their channel? Here. I take that as a no. Why does that game keep popping up? You're just gonna let me know the number, aren't you, and just bug me? I forgot about that game mode. Ugh. Well, glad to see you all back, and I hope you all enjoyed the idiocy at the very beginning and the ramblings of what we thought of Death Battle. And many of the above of that for this week's podcast. Hopefully, I'll see you all next week. Wait. No. Yeah, currently toward this timeline, it's still this week, so next week hasn't started yet, because next week starts on a Sunday. Okay, so whatever. Or maybe I might do something Sunday. I don't know, but I'll probably see you for next week's podcast with all the news and all this stuff. And by the way, will not be covering drama on any community crap. I'm so out of that game. No, will not participate in any of that crap. I'm just covering topics I enjoy and stuff like this, because I find this whole cannibalistic fighting on Death Battle stuff like this fun to talk about. I'm going back to that kind of roots, and I gotta go back to playing 16 to find out how that ends, because I heard there might be DLC to that, and that looks fun. Also, by the way, if you do play Final Fantasy 16, I'll tell you all 3 things currently about it. Voice acting, good. It has inspiration from both Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones and probably Spartacus. It is not open world like 15. It's more a mixture of a little bit kind of open world-ish and linear on rails like 7. And they took the combat, and 4, they took a mixture of the combat of what they learned in Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Final Fantasy 15 and mixed them together and made something good out of it. There's only one little critique I have that I don't like it, because it gives me bad flash tracks. There's these things called cinematic moments where you hit the button on a big fight scene, and they're very reminiscent of Final Fantasy 13 2 and 13 Lightning Returns. So there's that. I would recommend playing the game, because it's really good. And the voice acting is a hell of a lot better than 7's. LOL. Well, this is the host, as always, signing off. See you all on the next podcast, sometime next week or whatever. Later. Oh, come on.